I was writing my exam with yellow color CSK pen with Dhoni's picture on it. Leaving the pen on my desk, I went to the washroom. When I came back, it was missing. The next day, I had a new pen with India on it. I finished my exam, put it into pencil box, into my bag, and closed it. And I went to the washroom. When I came back, again the pen was missing.
As I came back to my room to be with my mother's things, a woman in a red sari carrying a brown bag walks out of my room. I stepped inside and I saw my mother's white doctor's coat and her stethoscope beside it. I looked for her selenge but it was gone. Later, the woman in the red sari was dancing on a stage wearing my mother's selenge on her ankles. I was so angry.
I wake up, check my phone and realize that there is still 20 minutes more to the alarm. I tried to fall asleep again but could not because I was too excited for the field trip to Kanjipuram that was planned for the day. My mother was sleeping beside me like a gentle angel. Her alarm went off and I jumped out of bed. My feet touched the cold marble floor. I went to the brown door, twisted the knob to the left and opened it.
I stepped into the bathroom, took the brush from the stand, opened the tap to wet it. I squeezed out the toothpaste onto the brush and began brushing. It was maybe for 2 minutes. I spat out the foam and washed my mouth. I showered and dressed myself. I opened my bag. I put in 5 books, my lunch box, and 1 water bottle. I closed my bag and carried it to the living room.
I put my bag down and sat to eat a crisp dosa on my silver round plate. I looked left to the balcony to see if my friend Mrs. Luna was there. She is the most beautiful calico cat with big pearly eyes. I usually petted her before going off to school. But she had left a few days back and was not to be seen. heavy heart, I lifted my bag and left for the school bus.
It was around 7:30 a.m. I was waiting for my bus to arrive. It is a yellow school bus with a blue circle inside, a white border, and the number 22 etched in white inside. It is my route number. I got onto the bus. The left aisle has 3-seaters and the right aisle has 2-seaters. All the seats were blue in color, with a black armrest at the end of each seat and a black handle at the top of each seat. I made my way through the aisle, tapping the top of each seat. I sat on the 4th row of the left of the aisle. Next to me was a girl with 2 braids, wearing purple glasses and carrying a giant purple bag. She was dressed in green uniform. We greeted each other and I sat on my seat, closing the armrest next to me. I reached towards my bag for a book to read. In half an hour, we reached the school parking bay. When the bus came to a stop, everyone on the bus began standing up and packing their bags. When the bus door opened, everyone gushed out as if at a fish market.
It was Friendship Day. My best friend Harish, whom I treat as my brother, gave me a friendship badge. I felt really happy and thanked him. It was morning and we were playing a game of football before leaving on a trip to Kanjipuram. When the game finished and we headed for the bus, I noticed that the band was missing. It made me really sad.
After the football match, I went to freshen up in the restroom. As I combed my hair, I realized that my silver chain was no longer around my neck. I looked for it in the wash basin, on the floor, and in the doorway. I ran to the ground and looked for it.
Harish!
Then I heard my friend Vedant call me. The bus was about to leave.
Children, enjoy.
I was listening to music with my AirPods when I realized that my right one was not there. I searched for it everywhere, but I couldn't find it.
The temple site looked the twice size of a school ground. It was massive. And there at the top was a tall gopuram with a bright sunlight behind it. And the tour guide came to us and set off us for a mission to find a half-lion, half-human form of Narasimha battling with Hiranyan. And to also look for an image of the gigantic Vamana whose foot rests upon Mahabali's head. And to look for a headless Nandi. We were all excited to find the sculptures and we all found it.
The hotel had a large billboard up on it with the name Om Shakti on it. At the entrance, on the right was a man cooking fried rice in a large kadai. The fragment oil and spices in the air. On the left was another man packing this fried rice onto a casing of leaf and foil. As we entered inside, a wave of cool air greeted us in. Near the entrance at the bill counter where a man about 46 years of age in white shirt and dark red glasses sat, carefully calculating money. We ordered fried rice and cool drinks. As the waiter wearing a blue jeans approached us with a polite smile, we were hungry and thirsty and happy to see the cool drinks arrive swiftly. On the right were 6 tables where each paired with 2 sofas where we settled in.
I was wearing my favorite ring on my 4th finger. It was a silver color stainless steel ring with a lion's face on it. The eyes were made of 2 red stones. The bottom was pointed as if the lion's mouth was open and its tongue was sticking out. When the waiter brought us our cold drinks, I tried to open the bottle cap using the open jaw of my lion. There was a crack. The bottle cap remained intact, but my lion's jaw was broken. Prince laughed out loudly and it made me very irritated.
We dug in hungrily into the fragrant fried rice. Despite the AC, my forehead was damp with sweat. As I swept a lock of hair behind my ear, I realized my fingers did not brush past the stem of my earring as they usually do. To my great shock, I found that my gold earring was missing. It was a gift from my mother. I immediately stopped eating and looked for it in my clothing and the floor around me. I could not find it.
When me and my friends were walking out after eating lunch, then my father was walking out from the VIP line in the temple. Then my security guards were pushing the people aside. Then suddenly I saw my father's BMW X1000, purple color. Lavender was on it. He said, "Let's all go to the Magic Bazaar!"
bicycle. Mine was gold and black in color. On the opposite side of the road, I saw a helium balloon shop. I saw a lot of colors: orange, green, blue, red, even some white ones. I felt attracted to them. I went and bought 2 of each for all my friends. We tied our balloon on the right side of the handlebar. As we started off, one of my red balloons slipped away from the handlebar and escaped into the sky. I tried in a vain to grab it. I got back home after the trip. The house had a grey door behind a black grill door with a padlock hanging with an empty ring. I put my shoes on the second shelf of the shoe rack. I pressed down the stainless steel latch and opened the door. The door swung inwards. I could see the sofa set where my parents were sitting. On the inside left, there was a large aquarium tank. As I looked at it and went towards it, one of the clownfish jumped out of the water and fell back in, welcoming me back home.
I used to have the purple fluffy diary with the unicorn on the front and the glass block on the side. I wrote everything that happened on my trip to Kanjipuram. Then I took it to bed with me.
I too went on the trip, but I have nothing that I lost but I like. There is no particular place that I want to see, and there is nothing that I miss. But there are some things that I have found.
Ha ha!